So, it has now been 120 days or 4 months since I started my NoFap journey. Now, a lot has changed in that time. And not only in that time, but a lot has changed from 90 days to 120 days. For example, my sub count has now doubled. I believe when I made that 90-day video, I was at around 3,000 subs, maybe 3.5k. And now, as I'm making this video, I'm at 7.2k, closing in on 7.3k. And I'm trying not to be too invested into the numbers, but it is a great accomplishment to grow your channel like that in that much time. It's been about a month and we still have like a week left to go in the month of August. So, I'm making a lot of progress on my YouTube channel, and a lot of that has to do with the fact that I made that 90-day benefit video, and I knew that that video would do very well because all of my NoFap videos do pretty well on my channel, but other videos have also gained a lot of traction. And, I'm posting the same 5 videos a week, 2 streams. It's just I'm getting more subscribers. My channel is just steadily growing, and I'm building more of a solid foundation for what's to come, which, my plan, not my goal, but my plan is to have 100,000 subscribers by May 2021. And with the support I've been getting recently, I know that I can and will hit that goal. Basically, my channel has been growing quite a bit, and I credit NoFap for this. This is not a new trend with just the 90 to 120 days. This has been going on for as long as I've been on NoFap. I started NoFap about 4 months ago. It's August right now, so July, June, May, April. So I started in April, and in April I believe I had 900 subs, if that, maybe like 850 subs. So I've come a long way since starting NoFap, and I think a big part of the reason why that is because I've been a lot more disciplined and I have a lot more energy now. And I've talked about this before, but I feel like the discipline that it takes to stop yourself from indulging in that instant gratification, that carries over into other areas of your life. As men, biologically, the one thing that we want to do as men is release. So if you're holding on to that, and technically I am on retention. I just consider myself to be on NoFap simply because I'm not avoiding sex. I just haven't really had the proper opportunity to do that. I haven't really been able to get that far with a girl because I've been so focused on YouTube. But in this past month, I did start talking to a girl. Now, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. I really don't want to get too far ahead of myself. That's a mistake that I've made in the past. But up to this point, things have been going pretty well. Things have been going pretty well. I'm not really going to get too much into detail because I'd rather keep that stuff private. I have no trouble talking about past girls that I used to talk to, but I'd rather not talk about, a situation that I'm currently in right now at this time. But, the girl that I'm talking to, she's pretty much what I'm looking for in a girl. And, I did put out a video, I believe about a month or 2 ago, called What I Look For in a Girl. And, in that video, at the end, I did say I believe in the law of attraction and I believe that I can manifest that into my life. And a couple months later, I met her. Now, like I said, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself because we are just talking. We've only been talking for like a month. But I did manage to get my first kiss out of that. So, there's that. And I know that doesn't seem like that big of an achievement. Just know that that's actually a pretty big achievement for me. Now, speaking of girls, I've noticed that I'm a lot more confident in talking to women. And I think a big part of the reason why is because NoFap gave me that extra confidence. Just being able to overcome an addiction. And I wasn't that heavily addicted to begin with, but that confidence definitely carried over into other areas of my life. With YouTube, you can see it in my videos. I'm more confident now. I'm more confident in the way that I speak, and I'm more confident in my ability to achieve my goals. 100,000 subscribers is no easy task by any means, but my goal for this year, for August 2020, was to hit 1,000 subscribers. And like I said, right now, at the time of me filming this, it's August 2020, and I'm at 7.2 thousand subscribers. So every goal that I've set for myself as far as YouTube goes, I've achieved it. So I'm very confident in myself. And, like I said, a lot of that comes from NoFap. It comes from just psychologically being able to overcome that physical addiction. You know, being able to get to that space of mind over matter and understanding that, you know, your mind controls your state of being and your state of being controls your reality. And so I've been able to make some adjustments to my mind and, you know, make my mind stronger and thus make myself stronger and set that foundation for all of the things that I'm trying to do, including, you know, cultivating a relationship with a girl. Now, like I said before, and I'm gonna keep saying this, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, but I definitely notice that I am more confident. I'm more confident when I'm talking to girls. And not only am I more confident, but I'm in a space now where I'm comfortable being single and I know that I am the prize. I recognize that every girl that ever dubbed me before took an L. They all fumbled the bag. You know, I'm sitting here watching my YouTube checks going up and up and up, and I'm not saying all of this to brag, but you know, I'm watching myself grow and I'm realizing that I didn't take any L's. I didn't take any L's with any of the girls that I used to talk to. They took L's. And you know, I recognize my worth, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I recognize my worth, and I realize that I do not ever have to simp over a girl again, because any girl would be lucky to get with me. And that's me being a little arrogant, I will admit, but that's just the truth. That's just the way that I see it now. Now, that confidence is not only with women, that confidence is also with other men. I notice now that I truly see myself as a man. Even though I look like I'm 17, I see myself as a grown man. Mentally, I believe that I'm a grown man. And I didn't really notice this at first until I started to interact more with other men, especially in like more competitive settings, I guess. I just feel like I'm not really intimidated in the way that I used to be. Because there was a point when I would let myself get intimidated by other men. And that does not happen anymore. It just simply doesn't happen. And when I say intimidated, I don't necessarily mean in the sense of like fighting or anything like that. And you know, there's that too. Like, I don't feel intimidated by other men in that sense either. But I mean more in the sense of just seeing what other men are doing and where they are in life and feeling like they're just superior to me because of that. You know, I see now that we are all equal. You know, and I'm not sure if I can attribute this to NoFap, but like I said, I feel like NoFap helped me with my confidence and helped me to see myself in this light now, you know, and it affects the way that I interact with women and men alike. Now, another thing that I've noticed with NoFap at this 120-day mark is that I'm more athletic now. Now, I was always a pretty athletic person, but I feel like now it's becoming easier to me. Like, especially in these past 30 days, things have just become easier to me. For example, if you go back on my channel and look at the very first few videos that I posted, they were all dunking videos. They were all videos of me dunking a basketball. They were weak little rim grazer dunks. But now, I noticed that I can dunk a lot easier. And the thing is, I don't train as hard as I used to. Okay, so I'm not training as hard, but it feels easier to me now. I'm jumping higher. Easier. Now, I think that this might have something to do with, you know, the energy that you get on NoFap, just that extra kick of energy, which I'll speak more on that later on in the video. But, you know, I have tangible results to prove that I'm more athletic now. For example, this video right here. Now, if you compare that right there, that dunk that I did there to, you know, my first few videos, you can see a very distinct difference. You can see I'm definitely more athletic. But like I said, I was lifting more back then. Like, I was able to lift more weight and I was training a lot harder. But jumping just didn't come as natural to me. I don't know. Now, one thing that I will say that I've noticed on NoFap in these last 30 days especially is that my discipline has begun to slip a lot. Okay, it's getting to the point now where I've been waking up at 1, 2 in the afternoon, and I've been kind of staying on top of my videos either way. Like, you see, I'm still uploading 5 times a week, doing my streams, still been going to the gym and all of that, but it's just the little things. It seems like I've lost a little bit of control over my mind in that sense, and I think a big part of the reason why is because these last 30 days have been kind of a reintegration period of a lot of the things that, you know, I used to do before I started NoFap. Like, for example, the NBA season restarted, and I've been getting a little more invested into that as the playoffs have been going on. And, you know, I've gotten back on Instagram, And I definitely noticed that I spend way too much time on there. So I've had to set boundaries with myself. And by boundaries, I basically mean that I delete my Instagram at the beginning of every day and I get on at the end of the day. I re-download it and get back on it just to respond to DMs, and then I delete it again. So, I have to set those boundaries with myself. Otherwise, I'll get caught up in the loop of the things that I used to do. And, doing those things never got me anywhere. And another thing is, I started talking to girls again. Like I said, I'm talking to a girl right now. And, I'm trying to learn to balance everything out. And, I'm doing better now. I'm definitely better now than I was before. But I still have some work to do. At the end of the day, YouTube is my primary focus. YouTube is my girlfriend. YouTube is basically everything for me right now. This is what I'm putting all of my energy into. My health comes first, then YouTube. So, I'm still working on my discipline and I'm getting back on it. These past couple of days I've been getting better. And, I have the extra energy, like I said earlier, I have that extra energy that I need to catch up when I fall behind. So, in little spurts, I can go turbo mode and basically turn into a workaholic for a day. But at the same time, there's that balance that I have to achieve where I have to live life. I can't make YouTube videos if I'm not living my life, because then I'll have nothing to talk about. I'm just trying to find that balance right now. I'm still growing. I'm definitely a lot bigger than I anticipated at this point, but I know that this is only the beginning, and I'm gonna grow a lot more than this. So right now I'm just learning as I go. And there's NoFap stuff. This is a lifestyle for me now. I don't even count the days anymore. I'm just estimating. The only way I know what day to put in the title is by looking at when I uploaded my last NoFap update video. So just know that I'm estimating, but I'm not counting the days anymore. And I believe that that's what everyone should do. I believe that you should make it into a lifestyle. If you notice, all of the things that I said in this video were just simply results. No superpowers. There were no superpowers here. Nothing crazy going on. It's just results at the end of the day. And I am a results-driven person. And when I see results, I'm going to take it as far as I possibly can. I'm going to milk whatever it is that I'm doing for as much as I can get out of it. So, NoFap is a lifestyle for me now because I want to be great and I'm going to be great. And not only that, but I'm going to help other people become great as well through my videos.